Shalom. Call Hungayi how about Shemi Al Shai by Shin Rakakwadash. Double nuns to the elders and the apostles. A great millstone, rule well, Shalom to the 144,000. The 1/3 remnant men, women, and children of the hopeful elect Shalom. This is Brother Kabar Yash coming back at you with a quick lesson. Lord willing, I pray let's be able to find straight to the point. And I'm going to profile 2 articles because as things heat up between Iran and America, which I'm about to show. Let's get this article. Let's go to this article. Right here. Okay. So, things are heating up, man. And as you can see, what it says, this is from endtimeheadlines.org. It says, Trump gives Iran another warning that time is running out. So, and I did a lesson where Trump's, gave Iran a warning to give up their nuclear weapons and, come to the table and make a peace deal, to give up their weapon, their nukes. And Iran is like, nope, we're not doing that. Okay? Let's read this article, man. Let's read this article. This is, I already told you where it's from. Okay? It says, in recent statement, U.S. President Donald Trump has escalated his rhetoric regarding Iran's nuclear ambitions, declaring that the world is in the final moments to prevent the nation from acquiring nuclear weapons. So why is it okay for America to have nukes, but it's not okay for Iran? Basically, that's the weak saying I'm strong. That's Joel chapter 3, verse 10. These remarks made in early March 2025 have reignited debates over U.S. foreign policy and the looming threat of a nuclear-armed Iran. On March 7, 2025, which was about a week ago, Trump hinted a significant development concerning Iran, stating there'll be some interesting days ahead. You got that right. That's all I can tell you. We're down to final strokes with Iran, according to a report by Harrisburger Daily. This cryptic message was followed by a more explicit warning where he emphasized that the international community cannot allow Iran to achieve nuclear capabilities. Oh man, Trump trying to stop Bible prophecy, basically. We are at the final moment. We cannot allow them to have nuclear weapons, Trump reiterated, as noted in the same outlet on March 19, 2025, which is basically today. These statements suggest a sense of urgency and potential shift in strategy as tensions with Iran continue to simmer. Yeah. The New York Times provided additional context, reporting on March 17, 2025, that Trump has renewed his maximum pressure campaign against Iran. The article highlighted his assertion that he left instructions to obliterate Iran in the event of an assassination attempt against him, underscoring his hardline stance. Yeah, good luck with that. This approach echoes his presidency, during which he withdrew from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal and imposed crippling sanctions aimed at crumbling Tehran's nuclear and military programs, which didn't work, by the way. Trump Trump warnings come amid growing concerns over Iran's nuclear achievements. According to Hersbergen, Hans Ben Berger, whatever the hell that is, daily analysts believes Iran is nearly the finish line in its quest for nuclear weapons, a development that could destabilize the so-called Middle East and beyond, that's Western Asia. While Trump has expressed a preference for a peaceful resolution over military action, as reported by, you see that, on March 19, 2025, his rhetoric suggests that time for dipl- diplomacy may be running out. The outlet quoted him saying, "We are in the final moments to thwart a nuclear Iran," reflecting fears that Iran capabilities could soon reach a point of no return. So Esau is basically fucking scared. Esau's scared, man. That's all it is. Experts cite in various news sources have long debated Iran's timeline to nuclear weaponization, while some argue that Tehran remains months or years away from a functional bomb. Others contend that its enrichment of uranium to near weapons grade levels signals a dangerous acceleration. Trump's statements align with the latter view, amplifying calls for decisive action. So as you can see, man, the tensions between Iran and Babylon the Great America with Esau Edom and over there, okay, Ishmael, all right, about to smash between one another, man, all right. And if Trump did do something to Iran, hey, Russia, China, and all these other nations are gonna jump in, man. So, yeah. Let's see. As of March 19, 2025, the situation remains fluid. Trump's warnings has thrust Iran back into the spotlight, prompting renewed scrutiny of diplomatic diplomatic efforts, sanctions, and military preparedness. Military preparedness, huh? Mm-hmm. Whether these final moments lead to breakthrough deals or a dangerous confrontation remains uncertain. It's clear. What is clear, however, that is Trump intends to keep the pressure on, leveraging his platform to shape the narrative around one of the most pressed geopolitical challenges of our time. For now, the world watches and waits, with Trump's words serving as both a call to action and a stark reminder of the stake involved. And the words gonna fall on deaf ears, because Iran's like, man, do what you gotta do, man. Because I did a lesson on that. Iran don't give a fuck about Esau. Look, Iran, them Iranians over there, man, they don't give a fuck about Esau, man. They're not scared of Esau. As Harbinger daily and the New York Times continues to track developments, the coming days may indeed prove interesting and potentially pivotal for U.S. Iran's relations. Yeah. Yeah. So, meanwhile, while this is going on, you got these nations are now about to force young people to join the military, man. So you know something big is coming. Something big is about to happen. Okay? Something is about to go down. These nations know it. Okay? I did a lesson where Poland is about to make a mandatory draft for young men. Now the UK is in that. The US, Babylon the Great America, is not far behind. Okay? So as things continue to heat up over there in Western Asia, man, and these nations are being gathered together for this third and final war, yeah, you're about to see military drafts, okay? And I think it was sometime last year, I forgot what month it was, man, where they said this year, okay, military was going to start drafting young people to go fight in this third war, man. So it looked like it's about to happen. Let's read this article. This is from the People's Voice.tv. It says UK government will push young people to join the armed forces. So they about to force young people over there. America is going to do the same. Oh yeah. The British government planned to force young people into joining the army as part of its bid to slash the benefits bill. As part of a massive cut to British benefits, the Work and Pension Secretary Liz Kendall announced the government plans to get young people into the armed forces. So a military draft is about to happen, man. They're about to force people, okay? And plus over here in Babylon, man, okay, because people joining the military is very, very, very low. So when that time comes, when this World War III kicks off, man, they're gonna need some bodies. And this is what it's all being done for, the elites, man. Okay? The elites need bodies. So now these nations are about to, hey, force young people. They're about to draft. Look, the draft is about to come back, man. Okay? Let's just call it for what it is. Excuse me. Confirming the cuts in the House of Commons, Kendall says she is now about to meet colleagues in the Ministry of Defense to discuss the plan. The aim is to get some of the 642,000 people ages 16 to 24. Damn. Oh, wow. Here's ages 18 to 24. They doing ages 16 to 24. Young as 16, bro. Hey, wow. Who are currently unemployed into the armed forces. Basically the army, basically. Following concerns that youth unemployment is soaring, the number is up by 136,000 in just 1 year. Ms. Kendall made the statement as she responded to a question from Conservative MP Mark Pritchard. He said, one way of perhaps attracting some people back into work is for her to have discussions with the defense secretary. So in order for the people to work over there, they're gonna force you to join. Either you work or you join the military. Ain't that something? And hey, don't think that won't happen here. Oh, it's gonna happen here too. Okay. She would agree with me that getting more young people into this majesty, armed force, Air Force, Navy, Army will be a starting place. Wow. The Work and Pension Secretary said, I absolutely agree. Indeed, before I was appointed to this position in opposition as a constitutional MP, I have discussed it with my local job century and the armed forces recruitment, precisely these issues, because of the really exciting careers and opportunities that are available. Are I think are really important for young people. And really they doing this to get people ready for World War III. Because these nations, when World War III happens, hey, they're trying to dress it up and say, hey, like it tells you in 2 Corinthians 2:11, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know why this is really being done. Okay. I will certainly be having more discussions with colleagues in the Ministry of Defense to make sure we put this plan into action. It comes after Ms. Kendall announced people under the age of 22 will no longer be eligible for some benefits. She told MPs because being out of work or training when you're young is so damaging for your future prospects, we will go further. Hmm. All right, that's pretty much. I'm not gonna read the rest, but as you can see, man, and don't think that ain't gonna come here because hey, people over here are not joining the military. Okay, people really don't want to go and fight in the military anymore, man. Like it tells you in Jeremiah. Let's get that scripture. All right, Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 51. Yeah, right here. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Not just here in Babylon, the great America, but throughout the world, man. Okay? They have remained in their holes. Their might has fainted. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So no one wants to join the military. And that's not just happening here in Babylon. That's happening throughout the world. So now what they're doing, they're about to force young people to join. And don't think that ain't gonna happen here in Babylon. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen here. Okay? As things continue to heat up between, Iran, America, Babylon the Great, and these other nations, man. Yeah, you're about to see, a great military draft. And we told you these things coming, man. We told you these days were coming. So can't say he wasn't warned. These elites, they need bodies. Okay? They need bodies for the fight in this third World War. let's go to let's go to Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 33. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. Verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So, two ways that is like, excuse me, hold on, Slocky. Slocky, sorry about that. All right. So, these young men are about to get drafted. They're about to bring back the draft. Okay. Especially here in America, man. Okay. Well, it's going to be both men and women getting drafted. Okay. So, we're coming into some serious, serious times, man. Okay? Some real dangerous times, man. Okay? As things continue to heat up, wars and rumors of wars, commotions, okay, throughout the world. Yeah. So these nations are preparing for this third world war, man. Okay? That's what it's all being done for. Okay? And that's the times that we're in. Let's get this scripture. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay? And Iran, they ain't giving up their nuclear missiles, man. They're not. Let's go to Joel. Trump really think that Iran is going to give up their nuclear capabilities, man. They're not giving up their nuclear weapons just that easy. This is Joel chapter 3, and I'm starting verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when thou shalt bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay? We're about to be released from this captivity, man. Okay, the elect, starting with the elect on this side, man. The hopeful elect of men, men, women, and children of Israel. Point blank, period. Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Yahweh judge, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and have parted my land. So these nations are being gathered for this third world war. Okay? Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. So this third woe is coming quickly. Okay? Verse 9, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears, let the weak say, I am strong. So, Iran ain't giving up their nuclear capabilities, man. Okay? Mm-mm. And hey, Iran is not even scared. And that goes to show you how far Esau is falling, man. Because these nations no longer fear Esau Edom, man. These nations no longer fear this devil. Nobody is scared of Esau anymore. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Hither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up into the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. And this was about to happen, man. Okay, World War III. And especially when Yahushua cracked those clouds and come back with the host of angels. So, look, you know Esau's time is up, man. So, and nobody's scared of Trump, man. Nobody's scared of Nero 2.0, okay? Nobody's scared of Nero, a.k.a. Donald Trump. These nations are not going to bend the knee to Esau, man. Okay? So, in other words, let's get this scripture. Because you heard what Trump said. If anything happens to him, okay, he's giving the orders to, for the military to obliterate Iran. But here's the problem. These nations are going to rise up against Babylon, the Great America. And I'm going to get that, I'm going to prove that in a minute, because Russia is going to be a safeguard to Iran. Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. These devils know that their time is short, man. Okay? They know that they got a short time to rule. So, yeah. Let's go here. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 38, I think. Let's see. Ezekiel chapter 38. Let's start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog. That's Russia. The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Verse 3, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief priest of Meshach and Tubal. Verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses, and horsemen. Okay? They're armed forces. All of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, the missiles, man. Verse 5, Persia, which is Iran, okay? Persia, which is modern day Iran, okay? Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Verse 6, Gomer, which is Turkey, and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Verse 7, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, and thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is going to be a guard to Iran. So if anything, look, if America or Israel tries anything with Iran, it's over with, man. Russia, China, and all these other nations are gonna step in. Okay? So this third world war is coming quickly, man. Prophecy is being fulfilled right before our eyes, man. Okay? Let's see. So you hearing the wars and commotions, wars and rumors of wars. Okay? But the end is not yet. Why? Because the MOTB, which is the CHIP, has got to be made mandatory. Okay, the fall of this economic system has got to crash first. Okay, and then all hell is gonna break loose. But hey, know that prophecy is being fulfilled, man. We're very, very close. Let's get another scripture. Let's end it with this one. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 1 through 3. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh shall so come as a thief in the night. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So the only ones that are going to escape these times and be beamed up into the chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shai are the hopeful elect of Israel, man. While the rest of you 2/3 heathens and Edomites here in Babylon are going to be burnt up, man. Okay, when those nuclear missiles begin to fly over here. Okay, that time is very, very close at hand. Okay, so with that, let's see, anything else I had? Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, man. So I praise and lesson was edifying and straight to the point. All praises and glorifications go to Yahweh Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakwadash is on to the next one. Shalom, Kwam Yasharanga, Why Abba Babal. Shalom, we're close. Shalom.